Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Yellow. Attack. Me and you on deck. On deck. I'm coming after you.
Mahomes now on first down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 15 line. 15 line. Let's get in there. Let's go.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 18 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes buying time to his left. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play clock down at 3. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Watch the eye. Shift. Watch the shift. Check. Crunch. 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 Hey, 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 hey. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey. Leo. Six guys. Fight.
On first down, Herbert. And the catch good. It's Eifert. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Jim, hey, lock it.
Now Joe Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey, zoom. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I got him. Hard. Check four. Two.
To throw on third down. Herbert dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's it, baby.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
42's the mic. 42's the mic. Here we go. Yellow.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Slam. Big edge. Hey, Foxtrot. Yes. Motion. Show man. Tight dog. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert flushed out right. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know the drill, and otherwise, just don't do it.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the toss, here's Michel. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He finds Coleman. Corey Coleman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Corey Coleman. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Rush in. Rush in.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. These two teams all tied after one. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pull it together. Go. 951. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Look at me. Go. Cry all the way back home. Check nickel. Check 9. Back. He's checking. Crash. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third.
Hey, high 7. You're out. Check 99. Hatchet. Check. Gone. Hit it.
Back to throw. Herbert. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 43. Look at me. Zipper. No. Off. Check 37. 22 jet bomber. Switch. Go. Motion.
Mixon with a first down carry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
We got double up.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss.
Team 6. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check the backer. 36. Ready?
From the gun on third down, Herbert. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Single. Yep. Hey, watch 85. Watch 85. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, orbit. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Rocket. Fire.
On 1st and 10. Herbert. And it's caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Escape. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Randy Gregory. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game, and the Bengals have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Patriots take over.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And this one will be brought back to the 22. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On 1st down, Herbert. The Pats are going to get there, and down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Off play action. Herbert. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Say.
Hey.
On second down, Mixon. And he bills his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, they run with Michelle. Finding room at the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
57 to Mike. 15. I don't think you got it. 57.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got this complete to Hamilton. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Twist. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Once again, they run with Mixon. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down.
Defense, let's go. Check.
Yeah.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, we got to get this. Go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Rip right. Check. Bang.
Ready?
Second and 5. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
5.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Ready?
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
We own them.
Snap.
Again, it's Mixon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So
Set.
third and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Haywood.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. In the face. Kill. Hey, watch this.
From the gun, Herbert. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Let's get this ball back to the offense.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Again, it's Michel. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there on a New England first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down and 4, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 8-3.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Watch the safety creep. Check 26, check 26. Check 24, check 24. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hey! Bravo! On the ball!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go now. 60 or. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Get it.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, come on now. Come on now. General West. Check 3. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Leo. Fresno. Hit it.
On 1st down, Mixon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Hey, lock it. Hard.
2nd and 6. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Check. Check 31. Check 31. Bam. Go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Let's go.
At their own 36-yard line.
Yellow.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here we go, set, 10-2 stop. Double dog, that's the way. Sponge, pilot, 64, reap. Let go.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Hey, Sam off. Ready?
Off the play fake. Herbert rolling to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
On 1st down, Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
51's the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
51's Mike. Mike 51.
Watch the curl. Hey,
Back to throw. Herbert. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Randy Gregory. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
132 fighter.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check 3.
Yo, go.
He's coming.
On the run, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Hey, Alpha.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Joker. Watch the edge.
Hey.
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
6 guys. 15.
And it's Michel once again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check 4.
Recon, 132 fight. Under Riverland, 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Michel, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
He's going to take off with it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it here. This is James White. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Now Michel. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike 51.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to win this football game. The Bengals drive about to get going. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cincinnati, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New England, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-2.
Tell the